All right, we're live. All right, so guys, this is a game test session for Hooves and Horns. So, all of you are a member of the Dream Delvers, and Dream Delvers have quite a bit of lore behind them. Um, all of you have been approached by somebody, a member of the Dream Delvers, to become a student and to be trained and mentored. And the Dream Delvers are all um, they get trained in the guild hall that is in a pocket dimension that resides outside normal space, and everybody gets trained. And you can write this down in your character sheets if you don't already have it. Everybody gets trained in an ability to concentrate on a door and a location that they've been previously that also has a door of similar size. And uh, with um, a 10-minute spell that they cast, even warriors will be trained in this ability. They can open the door and come out of the pocket dimension and be wherever they want to be in the location that they've been in previously. Now they can only go to another door like a tavern, which is a pretty common place for people to go. There's no places to eat at the Dream Delvers Guild. They can only teleport to like places to eat and taverns and so on. Nobody's really had any inclination to start a food establishment at the guild hall. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and ask everybody to introduce themselves, starting with Ogre. Introduce your character.
Uh, I will be Houdini, a owl folk warlock.
Okay. And what's your story, Houdini?
All right. Uh, mm, mm, the owl folk live in the Feywilds, uh, and it was my assumption that uh, the Dream Guild could travel places where others couldn't. So the opportunity for exploration and new knowledge was something that he couldn't get at his hometown. So he joined to search for more than what he had.
Okay. And yeah, it's true to some extent. The Dream Delvers are able to travel vast distances, but generally they only travel um, places where other members of the guild have also traveled. So they can't
Mhm.
travel anywhere new. If you want to travel anywhere new, you got to do it the old-fashioned way and walk there.
Oh
So,
boy.
but once you're there, once you have a knowledge and familiarity with a place, you can go there again,
All right.
provided there's a door to go through.
Any door
Um,
or a door with a
any
handle?
any door that is similar in size and in nature to a door that is also at the Dream Delvers Guild. So you
All right.
can't go through a small door and enter a big door, and or vice versa, for example. But if it's a door of similar type, and if it's hinged in the same way, it will sort of link. The doors will magically link and become one temporarily, and for about one round, 12 seconds, right? You'll be able
Yep.
to go through that door
Move from
after
one to the other.
from one and go from um, one world to the other, basically.
All
Yep.
right.
Ogre. I can't hear you, Ogre. You're not. You're
Ah,
muted or something. Your sound
sorry. I thought you
is
were originally speaking to me. I'm
no.
so
There's
sorry.
there's Otter and Ogre. Ogre has
There you
a
go.
handle too. There you go.
Uh,
That's
yeah,
Marvin. Marvin goes by
my
Ogre.
name's, I go by Ogre. My name is Marvin, but
So
Ogre
sorry
does
about that.
just fine. No problem. I'm playing an Aarakocra, a bird person, and he's a ranger. He left his home trying to find his way out into the world. Uh, when he flew the nest, uh, he was approached to join the Dream Weavers, or
Dream Delvers.
uh,
Yeah.
Dream Delvers.
Mhm.
Sorry, Dream Delvers, and never looked back. He's kind of like uh, a free spirit, but very very neurotic on in certain cases. He likes to pick things up when he's thinking and twiddle around with them, which kind of distracts and annoys some people, but he doesn't quite seem to get it. Uh, and yeah, he's looking to make his mark in the world.
All right. Who's next?
I'll
What
go now.
about? All right.
All right, so I'm Camden. I'll be playing Fenrir Blackspire, a human fighter of noble lineage. Now, his tale is a very long one with very many winding roads, but essentially the straightest of shots could be that Fenrir wanted more than what his meager family could offer. They could offer him a small keep and some peasants to look over, but that's nothing that somebody born of such lineage should crave. They should crave power, fame, and riches. And the Dream Delvers definitely have at least two of those.
Okay, that's great. Kenneth, who's next? Who wants to go next?
He's muted. There you
Yeah,
go.
yeah, I was trying to unmute.
All right, go for
All
it.
right. So I'm playing Gustav, a human barbarian. And now Gustav is a very simple man of very simple intelligence. Like many people, he just wants to explore the whimsical, magical world that he's been living in his whole life. And so one day he decided he was going to leave home to finally explore this wondrous place. And along his travels, he encountered this organization called the Dream Weavers,
Dream Delvers.
Dream Delvers,
Yeah.
and he decided that they were probably better off with him than without him.
Okay. Um, who's next?
I think it's just me that's left.
All right, go for it.
You and Ryan, I think.
Yep.
I am playing William Green. He is a human fighter. William's story is pretty basic. He found like his normal life was too boring, so he set off on adventuring. And when the Dream Devils offered him a chance to join their guild, he saw an opportunity to acquire wealth, power, a good fight, and he's been there ever since. And as long as the gold keeps coming in and the fights keep happening, he's gonna stay there.
Cool. Ryan.
My man.
Can't hear you, Ryan.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. I am playing Mackenzie. They are a Warforged artificer. They, spent the first 3 or 4 years of their life doing what they're told, as most Warforged do on the battlefield. And one day he looked up and the battles were over, and he walked off, found himself in a rather lawless part of the land, and realized that the most interesting thing there were the vigilantes that stood up to those that abused their power. So he has adopted that kind of persona and kind of acts almost like a cowboy. He was picked up by the Dream Delvers and has been training with them for the past couple of months. Now at the ripe age of 6, he's ready to do what he needs to do.
Okay. All right. So you guys have been training together for a while. Not necessarily together, but you've been part of the same guild and know each other, and from time to time go to one another's establishments, taverns, I guess. The tavern. Sometimes when you need to go eat, you need a eating buddy. You go to each other's taverns and explore each other's hometowns. For the last week or so, you have been traveling about, and right now all of you are staying in a town called Cedarbrook, where you hear that people have been disappearing in a nearby umbral woods. The mayor of Cedarbrook offers you a reward to uncover the mystery. You pack up your gear and travel deep into the woods, determined to earn that reward. Everything is going fine until an hour before sundown. Strangely, the road dead ends into a large clearing. You see a gated fence surrounding 2 log cabins, a garden, and a pond. The cabins seem normal except for one thing. There are goats everywhere. Goats in the trees, goats on the roofs, goats in the pond, goats of all colors and sizes. Some goats wander up to the fence, then turn back. Their loud bleats and hoofbeats make your ears ring. What do you guys
You
do?
said there were. You said there were 2 cabins.
There are 2 cabins, and there is a pond.
Are there any lights inside of the cabins, or is there no way to tell because it's too bright outside?
I mean, you can't really tell. It's daylight. But
All
you can
right,
go up and start exploring.
Those
Two
goats are
questions.
so loud.
I'm sorry?
Those goats are so loud.
They are loud. Loud goats.
About how many townspeople went missing, and about how many goats are there?
You don't really know. You didn't ask those kinds of questions. A lot of people apparently went missing.
Okay.
Can I?
As far as
poke
number
one
of
the
goats, you can count the goats. Who wants to count the goats? Yeah, they're all moving around.
I could count the goats.
They are hard to count because they're moving constantly. It's not like you would need a great deal of concentration and focus. Who wants to roll an intelligence or a investigation check on counting the goats?
Well, it's a good thing they're not sheep. Otherwise, you would fall asleep.
Um,
Let's see. I have
uh,
some ink.
Can everything do?
I could make it easier if we marked each goat with ink.
You want to try to wrangle the goats.
and
But why would we waste our time when villagers are missing by marking
Fair enough.
goats?
I have
Fair
an
enough.
idea because I think I see what Otter's doing. Do we have the names of the missing villagers?
No.
Yep, that would work as well.
We don't have the names of any of them. We just know there's missing villagers. We don't have any names.
You don't have any names.
all right. Being a ranger and being kind of good with nature, I'm going to try to approach one of the goats and see if I can get its attention to come over.
All right.
Nah. A 12 on my nature check.
What are you trying to do?
Does this goat? I'm trying to see if the goats are acting strangely for goats, or if they're actually just acting like normal goats.
I mean,
Can I give him
they
the help action?
sure.
Yeah, so you can roll advantage if you want to try and roll higher.
Go for it. Get another one.
I might as well help, and I'll cast guidance.
Oh boy.
Boy,
A lot of work for these goats.
and
That's some
That
team
adds an
effort right
hour.
there.
There's
Oh,
a
the moment
peculiar
we're operating in the dark.
Yeah.
We got goats and we got cabins. So
yep.
check one then the other.
13.
So you got a 13 with advantage. All right. So you got are you just trying to determine the behavior of the goats and whether or not they act funny? Or
Yeah, if they're acting like normal goats.
You're hearing something that's a little odd for normal goats. Some of them seem to be singing like or repeating certain passages. You hear a lot of Mipes. Mipes. Which you're able to discern as the word pipes.
Pipes.
Probably.
Why
should
are
have
these
started
goats
with
saying pipes?
Druidic magic, of course.
Probably should have started
Damnable
with
stuff.
this.
Mm.
Owl
Normal-
folk can detect magic.
Normal goats don't speak English.
That is also true.
Really?
As far as you
Can I use
know.
detect magic?
You're doing detect magic. All right. You cast detect magic, and you don't seem to sense any magical auras or anything about.
Okay.
Hmm.
I haven't got the foggiest.
Well, guys,
Well,
I'm gonna go check out them cabins. You guys can keep playing with the goats if you want to.
Oh, be my guest,
Very well.
please,
We can
please.
go.
Lead the way. I'll be right behind you. I would
Though
love
all
to see how you're gonna get in these cabins.
I think that we could kind of hang together and just go check out the cabin. I don't know if the goats will be able to tell us more right now.
Fair enough. Yep.
So as you get closer to the cabin, you start to hear more discernible types of words being said by these goats from time to time, which is a little odd because goats don't speak at all. But through all the noise of the goats bleating and shrieking, you recognize a very odd melody. You listen closely and hear the goats singing the same tune. Sleep all morning, get up at noon, then it's into the woods I go. When my blanket's full and the sun goes down, I'll return for a bottle or two. Yes, I'll return for a bottle or two.
oh,
That's unusual.
Just get pleasure keeping me the heebie-jeebies.
I'm putting that down real
these-
quick.
Now you give the druids too much credit. This is simple witchcraft. They're like, let's just knock on the cabin, see if anybody's home.
All right,
Can we
they
look
could
out
be
through the
hurt.
window first?
sure.
No, let's
take a
not
look.
be rude.
Well, we are looking for missing people. I don't think anyone harboring missing people are gonna let us in.
Make a perception check. DC 8.
All right.
12.
Okay.
I got a 19.
All right. Something's definitely off about the whole place. The cabin door is slightly ajar. Dust is collected in the windows, and laundry has been blown across the yard. It's clear. It's clear to you that no one is home.
Okay. Shall we? And motion towards the door.
might as well.
Is the door
Very
locked?
well. Lead the way.
You look at the door, okay, and it appears to be open. The cabin door squeaks open as you get close. Inside, you find a shadowy main room littered with empty bottles, old dishes, bits of food, tobacco stains, clumps of dirt, and what looks like goat hair. Damaged furniture is strewn about, and the air has a distinctly crusty tavern smell. On the wall opposite of you, you see a door leading to another room.
Hmm.
This is cabin number 1, right?
Yes, it's a smaller.
Is there like any distinct differences between the two cabins from outside?
Yes, one's bigger than the other.
So Finror, seeing the damaged furniture and the just general state of disrepair of the building, he will unsheath his halberd and point it towards the what I would assume to be a closed door on the opposite wall.
Door leading to the other room.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Roll an investigation check. DC 12.
3.
You take notice to a lot of the rubbish that's there. You have a kind of an urge to sift through it really quick. And you only manage to get your hands dirty in doing so. Let's see. Again, nobody appears to be home. It's as if it doesn't look like the place is abandoned, obviously. It looks like whoever lives here is just a pig.
I'll
Or maybe
walk
just a
up
bunch of
behind
goats.
Fenrir and put my hand on his shoulder. You seem a little jumpy there, Fenrir. It's kind of obvious that nobody's home. I know this is a bit outside your station.
Oh, you see through walls? That must be new.
No, it's just I know you like to think yourself the fancy sort.
My noble birth gives me titles, so would you like to see my pedigree papers? It's all official. Or maybe my signet ring. Or
Are you gonna give them
my
to me?
family hold. I don't think
Perhaps
so.
instead of debating, you could
Well,
listen at the door.
I think
Yeah.
these people
Pardon
are
me,
weird.
and I'll walk up to the door. Give it a listen.
Which door are you walking up to?
No, the closed one on the opposite side of the room.
The closed one, okay.
I will listen as well, if possible.
All right. Let's see. You need. You don't hear anything on. Oh wait, you do hear something on the other. Roll. I guess roll a perception check.
Oh, cool. 5.
Okay. Don't really hear anything on the other
17.
side.
No,
You
plus 2, 19.
19. Okay, so you hear some tussling and moving about on the other side of the door.
I'm gonna turn around and give a
All right.
thumbs up to the rest of the room.
I turn around and shake my head rapidly.
Oh,
Okay.
but it was
and,
clearly
put a finger
abandoned,
to my. I put a wing to my lips and go. Nope. There's something
Thumbs
in
up.
there.
It's already hurt us. There's no
Yeah,
point in
Fair enough.
sneaking.
Fair enough.
Fenrir,
William's just
whoever
going to don his shield.
whoever touched Fenrir on the back is going to get a nasty glare at being so arrogant as to assume the building was empty. And we'll
Oh,
prepare to kick the door down and see whatever's on the other side.
I'll move out of the way.
Oh,
Yeah,
why don't we
I heard
just
them
ask
move
them
out of
to
the
come
way.
out? Why don't we just ask them to come out?
Is the door locked or?
We're about to find out.
Would you like to see if it's open or closed or what? Or open, unlocked?
He was gonna kick it.
You can kick it,
I-
or it
well,
it
if
might
you
be
wanna
open.
go
You
that
never
way-
know.
If you want to go that way, I think William might have a portable for him.
I mean, nobody's checked to see if it's open.
Fair enough. Yes.
I'll take what little surprise we can get.
Yeah.
All right.
I
What-
I have
kinda
8
listen-
intelligence. I have no need for
Listen
door knobs.
closely. Does it sound like there might be a goat in there?
That was
or
my thought. Yeah, but somebody kept
or
rushing towards
something
the door.
else?
Or,
Roll a perception check.
24.
All right. So you hear a distinct sound of hooves clattering on the other side.
Guys, I think it's a goat.
entirely possible. In that case,
I checked to see if
just
the door
crack
is
the door, I
locked.
guess.
Yeah.
Is that a
Yeah.
good or a bad thing?
Good for us, bad for them.
Why, we're gonna eat it?
No, because if we're right, this is the owner of this this cabin, and they too might have been turned to a goat. Of course, I am assuming that that's what's happening here.
That's the thing, I guess, as well. Though detect magic turned up empty, so either
But if the curse has
magic,
already been done,
yeah, so it wasn't recent.
All
I
right. What,
suppose. Can I make an Arcana check
on what?
to see like how large scale of a spell would be required to turn this many people into goats, or why at least?
Okay.
It could be that they did them one at a time.
Yeah, that would.
I imagine it was a curse.
I
Okay.
would go with the curse as well.
All right.
I mean,
Only one way
you
to
can
really
you can
find
roll
out.
Arcana and get some sort of insight if you want.
All right. Natural 1.
A natural 1. These look like goats to you.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So
Everything's
this
fine
room
here.
has been opened, right?
I mean, you find it a little odd that they talk a little bit, but you know, I mean, parrots talk.
Everything's fine here. Why are we still here again?
Parrots can talk. Surely goats can talk.
Yeah.
Hmm?
No, parrots do it a different way. Trust me on this. I am, after all, a bird.
Same as well.
Right. All right. So the door's
So-
still closed, and you're still pondering, all of you, pondering the contents of on the other side.
All right.
Let's
Let's
open
just
it up
open the
and
door, yeah.
see.
Who's opening the door?
William will
I have my
open the door if
bullets
nobody
ready.
else wants to.
If
Okay.
possible, I'd like to take the dodge action.
You're just gonna open the door, or are you gonna like kick it down like you said you were gonna do?
No, I'm not touching the door. I'm taking a dodge action.
Oh, you're taking the dodge.
I-
All right.
I have
All
my
right.
longbow ready, though.
You got a longbow ready? Anybody gonna open the door? Or are you guys gonna turn around?
He said
Well,
William would.
looks like
Yeah,
I gotta
yeah,
be the
William
man
will-
here.
Yeah, William will just grab the ram and go to break down the door.
Now watch us all be overreacting to a goat.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it's a goat, but who cares?
So do you want like
Yep,
do you want like an athletics check or?
I'm not asking for anything yet. I'm just asking if you want to open the door. You can
Yeah.
you can stay as on edge as you want and avoid being surprised, and you won't have a disadvantage on surprise anything that pops out of you.
Mhm.
Well, the rest
I
of
guess.
us are all ready to, in case something pops out. So at this point, all that's really left to do is open the door.
Open the door. Who's opening the door?
William said he
William
would.
will.
William's
Yeah.
opening the door. Okay.
Yep, he's gonna pull a literal portable ram out of his bag.
A literal portable ram out of his bag. Okay. You
Yeah.
pull
Y'all
out
are.
you pull out
Check to
this
see if
this
it's-
collapsible ram, I guess.
Check to see if it's open or not. First,
Really
why
taking the
destroy
police
something?
straight.
What was that?
No.
And he's just gonna swing.
You're just gonna swing.
Yeah.
All right. Roll strength with advantage because you're using a ram
Strength or
of some kind.
athletics?
Athletics is fine. Yeah.
The first one is 17, 20. The first one is 23, and the second one is 20.
All right. So yeah, it was like a DC 10. It bursts open, breaking the handle completely and causing basically breaking any lock that was there. And as it swings open, you discover a room with one large bed and one child-sized bed. It's dark and dusty, but enough light squeezes through the window to illuminate piles of clothes, empty bottles, and toys scattered around the floor. Something is moving in the shadow. A baby goat jumps out, its yellow eyes large and curious. It starts chewing on one of the wooden toys.
The poor kid.
Is this room built for a human or for a goat?
Well, there's a child-sized bed here and a large bed.
All right.
So it looks like it's a
So there's
communal
a
room.
child-sized bed and a child-sized goat. So at this point, we can pretty much assume that there's been a transformation. But the question I have here is, if the door was closed and the child never left the room, it must have been like an area of effect kind of thing.
Or someone locked the child in there.
While they were turning into a goat.
Or the goat closed the door. I mean, there's all kinds of
Also possible.
possibilities.
Or it's a regular goat.
Yeah. y'all will jump into magic real quick. I know they're singing and talking about pipes outside, but
Fair enough.
is there a goat that is there a toy that the goat isn't chewing on?
Right now, it just has a toy of kind of a wooden action figure, I guess, of sorts.
Can I
Uh,
kill the goat?
not yet. I'm gonna walk up to the goat and kind of get down on a knee and try to touch the toy that it's chewing on. And in doing so, I'm going to try to essentially use magical tinkering and cause it to illuminate.
All right, so as you do so, it kind of like it seems very playful.
While they do
All right.
that, I'm racking my brain. Have I ever heard of like a pipe of changing, like a musical instrument pipe?
Roll Arcana.
I think I will as well.
All right.
Is there like
12.
any other
11.
room to
No,
go?
DC 20.
1 second. Oh. Yeah. I
Has
have
anyone ever
proficiency
heard of
Arcana,
a
but not that
pipe
much
that
proficiency.
could
Alright.
be played to change people? I know there's all kinds of magical pipes.
Yeah. The closest thing I can think of is like the Pied Piper. But that's not really.
Okay, but this
In failing your rolls,
young goat is
you're familiar with stories about, pipe pipers, enchanting animals and children, but changing them to something that they're not. Haven't
Right.
really heard of that before.
But
Just,
anything's possible.
To be honest, at this point, just slightly out of character here.
Mhm.
I'm considering Eldritch blasting one of the goats because if a polymorph spell hits 0, don't they spring back to normal?
That's what I said. You want me to kill the goat?
But
Well,
I
you're
don't
right,
think my
then you're
character will
killing
ever
a
do that,
village.
so I'm not gonna.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, they're goats.
You
But
wanna
the
kill
thing
a goat?
is, we're in the room with a possible child.
Uh-huh.
If this fails, we're killing a child, and I don't think my character can do that.
You're using
I
Yo,
don't
what are
weed.
the other goats then?
Yeah, that sounds really morbid, but I imagined
Yeah.
it would be testing a theory.
Yeah,
We haven't
Probably
checked.
use one of the goats out there.
We haven't checked out the
No.
other cabin yet, have we?
Yeah, true.
Nope.
let's go check the other
Yeah,
cab.
Before we start, potentially
Randomly killing
murdering
goats.
people.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
let's
was just
not,
my first thought when it
yeah.
came to the polymorph spell.
If there's nothing to cabin 2, there's also probably just there might be someone who's an
But
expert in curses back at the guild. It's only a
Yeah,
10-minute.
Also might work,
and
but we just
and-
destroyed a door.
well, the door I'm not
Yeah, but there's
worried
another
about.
door. There's like
There's
so
other
many
doors,
other
but yeah.
Is there like another place to go in this cabin, or is this cabin dedicated to just this child basement?
I mean, it's
And a tavern, apparently.
It's
It
a-
looks
it's a-
like there was.
it's a
Yeah, it
pretty
looked like it was
simple.
a tavern
adult
and a
religion,
child-sized
too.
bed.
Here you go. It's a pretty simple looking area.
I cannot see that.
You can't
I
see,
see it. Okay, there we go.
You got the door that you just busted in, and I mean the main room has got table and chair and other things. It looks pretty beat up though.
Okay. I want to try to take the now glowing toy with me.
All right, you're gonna take a glowing toy. You take it away from the baby goat, and the goat kind of seems very adamant that he wants that toy.
What kind of scratch his head? Well, now, kid, seems you want to continue playing until things go sideways, I don't mind you tagging along.
So you're just
So
gonna
the-
take the goat with us?
I mean, it's gonna follow me because I have the toy, and I'm using it as a
Ah,
light source
that
right
works, yeah. The thing is,
I mean,
though,
it's more excited about the eliminating toy now. It's like
now. Oh yeah.
you know,
So I kind of toss it in my hand, and aside from
Right.
us seeing the goat playing with the toy, we haven't really explored this room itself. Correct?
I mean, you kind of went through it a little bit, but you didn't really do a exhaustive search.
Yeah.
The
I'd like
glowing
to
toy.
kind of. What about it?
Can I use detect magic on it?
On the toy I just made glow?
Oh, in my head it skipped over the fact that you made it glow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna like try to search the room, like check under the beds and whatnot, see if I can find anything.
Roll investigation.
Okay.
Investigation. 6.
All right. Let's see where.
I guess I'll use a help action.
All right. So you sift. You want to do a help action? You can. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll do a help
I'll
action
just roll again, huh?
because
Yep.
mine sucked.
Okay.
You.
Sixteen.
Yeah, it's
both of
disadvantage
you, all
on the-
three of you, start looking together.
Yeah.
Helping each other look.
Are we all rolling, or every one person just keeps rolling?
It's basically amounts to the same thing. So
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Can I
got
go
a
upstairs
16.
to raid their alcohol?
you want to go? Have you found any alcohol?
Yeah, there were like bottles on the floor, weren't there?
There are bottles.
They're empty.
They're all empty. Yeah.
Can I see like what brand they are? If they even have one.
Seems to be a lot of homebrew.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put my like arm on like Kenneth's shoulder, be like, "Don't drink strange drinks when around here."
It's a lot of
Especially
homebrew.
now it's possible that this could be a potion.
Most
Yeah,
most
this might
are
be what turned them into goats.
most are unlabeled, and there's a couple of ones that do have some kind of label on it that you're familiar with.
They don't happen to say goat juice, do they?
Nothing that you see has any discernible goat-related facts labeled on the bottle. No.
Any of them still have some left?
No, everything's.
That's
mean,
that's a fast way to test whether or not you turn into a goat by
can-
drinking it.
You can do an investigation check on the bottles.
Alright, let's go. 12.
I'll do a help
Oh wait,
action.
that was intimidation.
Okay.
No.
Do I re-roll it or do I use the same roll?
What did you do just now?
I got a 6.
Yeah.
I
I
So
don't think I succeeded at the help action.
yeah. So I mean, all you're getting from the bottles is it smells like alcohol. Smells
Is
like
it pretty good alcohol at least?
you got some that's got ale, some that's wine, some that might be distilled.
At least he's using some good stuff.
But
I'll take
it's a
that.
collection. It's there's no one that really stands out. It's like it's like a whole liquor store that basically it's a little bit of everything.
All right, I'm gonna see about heading out of the house.
Anybody do a search? Or he failed to search,
I think
right?
we all tried doing searches, but then
Failed
somebody
to
else
search.
moved on to something else before we could complete it.
Yeah,
We
when
could-
I was, I guess, helped during the search of the room, I ended up re-rolling a 15.
All right.
All right. Did he find anything?
Okay, so all right, so somebody rummages through the piles of discarded clothing, broken dishes, and furniture, and they find an old wooden chest with a sturdy lock.
Ooh.
Treasure.
I'll take
It's
out
in a
my
child's
thieves'
room.
tools and try to open it.
Whoa, what are you doing? What the fuck are you
I'm-
doing? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, my lordship. Turn around, please.
You're just gonna steal whoever's belongings these are, right?
No, I'm
locked for a
going to
reason.
see what's in the chest.
All right, do whatever you want to
You
do.
don't. Yeah, if there is
I think
something
he's
worth
trying to
taking,
find
perhaps
something.
but if there is something critical to our current quest, then by all, would a lock stop me? I will attempt to unlock this chest if it is locked.
All right, DC 8. Dexterity
That'd be
check.
a dexterity check.
Mhm.
Okay. Nope, that's 5.
All right.
Well,
After
I am-
trying to jimmy the lock several times, you grow impatient and give the chest a violent shake. It won't open.
With proficiency, it'd still be a 7.
Okay.
Can I bust? Can I bust out my crowbar?
Sure. DC 20.
Okay, and that's with advantage, right?
Yeah.
Wait. Can I just use these tools?
Sure. You can use his thieves' tools too, as long as you have proficiency in thieves' tools.
I do not, actually.
That is a nat 20.
A nat 20. All right. You take that crowbar, and that lock
That
just
works as well.
breaks right off.
Don't
You now
have time for these little tricks.
Yeah, you now have an open chest.
Sure.
All right. So after you bust open that lock, inside you find a small pile of letters, a pouch containing 10 gold pieces, and a colorful drawing of a baby in a crib. The letters address someone named Yannick and seem to be written by various relatives. Here and there, the letters
Yannick?
mention Yannick's wife and child.
Yannick?
Yannick.
Yannick.
Okay.
Y-A-N-E-K.
Can I go outside and call the name on the letter? See if anyone responds. Any goats respond.
All right. Go ahead. You go outside and you call out. Call out what? Call out Yannick? Call out another name? What are you
Yep.
calling?
Yep, got it.
Okay.
And while he's doing that, I'm actually going to go outside and try to get a bird's eye view of the area.
All
See
right.
if I can find anything unusual.
You do
You
spot.
have like 50 inches of flight. I only have 30. Go right ahead.
You call out the name Yannick and you don't seem to hear anything or notice
right.
any difference. Although however, you do spot a barn.
Okay.
About how far away?
It's pretty close.
All right.
Yeah,
we
I'll
should try
land
the
and
next
let him
cabin,
know
I
about
guess.
the barn.
Just give the next cabin like a quick look through and then head on to the barn. I don't think there's going to be anything in the next one. But I'd like
Follow him, just in
I might
case.
head to the next cabin. Like calling out the name occasionally.
Let me find it.
Is the door locked?
I'm looking for the other
Cabin?
cabin because it did mention the cabin, that there were 2 cabins, but all I'm seeing right now, and this might be an error in the module, but there appears to only be a regular cabin and a barn, and not a
Second
not
cabin?
an actual other
You
second
blink
secondary
and the cabin turns into a barn.
Yeah.
So-
Okay, in
so-
that case, I'm going to head over to the barn.
All right.
This is a barn.
All right. So
While I'm kind of tossing the glowing toy a couple feet ahead of me to see if the goat will catch it and bring it back.
wait, you're gonna throw the toy?
Essentially,
Not a
yeah.
dog.
All right.
It wants to play.
Yeah. So you throw that toy, and and the baby goat does go and find that toy, and he doesn't bring it back, but he does play with that toy. He kind of like sits down and plays with the toy, looking at you suspiciously.
It's like, if you want me to toss it again, just come along now.
You're gonna teach you
All
to
right.
fetch?
I mean,
Well,
it's essentially
everyone's
a
making their
assert that I
way,
want to play with it.
while everyone is making their way over to the barn,
Mhm.
I'm going to kind of like fly over the goats and call out Yannick as well. See if
Alright.
any of them even react.
Yeah.
No reaction that you can discern.
Okay.
And I'm giving you, passive perception on that. You can make an active
That's
perception.
a 16.
Okay.
All right.
Nothing.
Active perception. Because I am looking for a response.
Okay. You need a
18.
Need a DC 20.
Okay. I go over to the baby goat or to the kid and say the word Yannick.
The goat doesn't.
catch that, yeah.
The goat doesn't respond.
Oh yeah.
Why are we
How
chasing
about
down this
the daddy?
Yannick guy? Why don't we just read the friggin' letter?
You
Is
do
that
get
good?
Read
yours.
the
kind
letter.
of
That's how we knew what it was about.
The letters were
We're
addressed.
hopefully.
Yeah, the letters were addressed to Yannick and family.
But would that not be a violation of privacy?
I suppose if anybody
Yeah,
wants
I
to
mean,
violate
We're
depends.
far
privacy.
beyond that at this
I
point.
don't think
Yeah.
that's a big issue
We
right
You
now.
already
down
broke
their
into
door.
someone's
We
house.
violated their privacy already.
Yep. We are far beyond that at this point. So just go ahead
Yeah.
and get it done, and then the delvers are sorted out after.
So let's see what's in the barn.
All right.
Can I take a look at the picture of the baby in the crib?
Okay. You take a look at the picture of the baby in the crib.
Is there anything else on it, like written on it on the back or somewhere?
Nothing that you can really pick out. It's just a picture of a baby in a crib.
Does it mention the baby's name?
No.
Is it like a Polaroid or like a drawing?
I mean, it's like let's say it is art.
Yeah, it's a drawing of some sort.
Does it look like it was made by a child?
No.
Right.
The person that drew this had some artistic skill.
Yeah.
This mystery man must be found. What else was in the chest, by the way?
letters and a sack of gold.
Yep, a little bit of gold, letters. Let's see if I can find it. All right. So it was gold pieces, a colorful drawing of a baby in a crib. Okay, letters addressed. Letters. The letters address someone named Yannick, and seems to be written by various relatives. Here and there, the letters
Alright.
mention Yannick's wife and child. That's all it says.
All right.
Yeah.
Yannick may be the guy we're looking for. I don't know.
Ogre, did you see, like, I know we're in like the middle of a forest right now, but the path we just went down led here. Did you see any other paths or anything?
Mark, did I?
Did you see any other paths? You saw a path to the barn. You
Okay.
saw
Just
saw
to the
a,
barn.
a well-traveled path down to the water, to the pond.
All right. We can wait for that at least for now.
Let's go to the barn.
We're all traveling to the barn right now, right?
All right.
Yep.
All right.
You
I'll let the
guys
goat play with the toy.
you guys go to the barn. Let's see. The barn, bedrooms. All right, so you get to the barn, and one thing that you notice is that the barn door is blocked from the inside, and you can't seem to get in. Although there is a hayloft door that's open.
I fly up to the hayloft.
Yeah, I'd like to fly up there as well.
Okay, you fly up to the hayloft. And so you fly up to the hayloft, and you're sort of, I guess, balancing on the hayloft door right now.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever's blocking the door on the inside is no oh, never mind. That's all right. You get. Are you going to
I land on
unblock
the.
everything? Are you going to go inside, or what are you going to do?
Well, I'm going to look first. I'm going to
First,
land
yeah,
on,
just
Alright.
look around.
on the edge of the hayloft and take a look around.
All right.
It,
You
I
notice inside that it hasn't been cleaned in a while, and you kind of breathe in, and you smell the scent of animal droppings and slowly decaying hay. The barn is sectioned off into pins on the inside where a few strange objects on the ground catch your eye: an empty explorer's pack, a boot, a woman's hairpin, and an empty cookie tin.
Can we see any creatures in there?
All of a sudden, apparently some goats see Ogre's character, and they start kind of bleeding. They start like they see
From outside the barn?
from they're apparently inside the barn.
Okay. It didn't mention that.
Okay, I do call out the name of the.
Yoder?
Huh?
I think Yoder.
No,
Yannick.
Yannick. Here we go.
I call out to him. Any
call out-
response?
You call out, and no discernible response. Although you do see
Alright.
something that does grab your attention. Roll. Well, you don't need to roll. In the furthest, darkest corner, you spot a single gray goat tethered to a post. Its yellow eyes widen as it seems to call out to you.
Okay. I'll be
You all
right
right
there.
in there?
I fly
There's
down.
a lot of goats.
I fly down to the door and unblock it.
Okay, you unblock the door.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and the door is now free to open.
I open it.
Okay.
Ah, finally.
All right, you guys now have free
I'd
access
like
to
to, I'd like to get closer to the goat in the corner and study it, kind of. I'm not going to get too close, though.
All right, you walk closer to the gray-haired goat, and it's tethered, right? And as the party kind of moves in, you start hearing rattling shrieks. Pipes! Pipes! Pipes!
Pull out my crossbow.
Oh,
What
boy.
about these pipes?
Can
Henry
I?
will watch the
Uh,
outside as the party enters the barn proper.
It's tethered with a rope, right?
Yes.
Where's that warlock? Come check this goat.
I'd like. What?
Where's that warlock? Come test this goat.
I'm right
This-
here.
And
Yeah.
I can do an Arcana check, I guess, but I was gonna just cut the rope and see if it runs anywhere.
all right,
I can do detect magic if that's what you're talking about.
Yeah. Do a detect magic.
Okay, detect magic then.
you detect magic, and you detect nothing out of the ordinary.
Okay,
Everything's mundane.
I'm gonna try setting free the goat then.
Except for your friends, right?
Yeah.
Of which some of them might have some magical properties, I guess, right? But who cuts the rope?
I have a dagger. I can just do that.
Yep. You have a dagger. You cut the rope, and as the rope is cut, the goat runs out of the barn and starts eating grass outside.
Okay,
I guess he was hungry.
fair enough.
Oh, this is
Ravishly eating, like it
instance
hasn't-
number 2 of pipes being referenced.
Yep.
You said we heard some kind of rattling noise.
You do notice it's like that goat hasn't eaten in a long time.
Okay.
He might
we
be
were-
the
So
herd.
probably one of the first victims, or just a regular goat.
Yep.
No, he was screaming pipes as well, so not regular
Yeah.
goat.
So the barn is sectioned off into pens, and a few strange objects all catch your eyes now. You see again the empty explorer's pack, a boot, a woman's hairpin, an empty cookie tin, and the goats in the pens start kind of bleeding.
They might be
Um,
hungry as well. So I guess just set free the goats.
Just check them for magic before you do.
I don't think they're gonna have it, but sure I can.
Well, you never
I'll
know.
do detect magic, I guess.
Pipes!
All right.
No discernible magic that you can detect.
Okay.
Okay.
What was?
Let them go eat.
All right.
You free
We'll
them.
set them free then.
You free them, and they immediately go outside and start eating grass ravagely. They eat.
Okay. Can we check the floor for like trapdoors or something?
Sure. Roll investigation check.
I'll help him.
All right.
Let's see.
Our job
Investigation?
was.
I assist.
And help means I have advantage, right?
Advantage.
Yeah, okay.
Mhm. I'll cast guidance on him as well.
Okay.
What was our job again? It was.
We're
Guidance
trying to
is,
find the villagers.
guidance adds a D4, right?
Yes.
Okay.
What was our
16.
job?
16 on the check.
16. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Okay.
I'm going to see if I can find any tracks leading away from the adventurer's pack and other stuff.
And we should probably check the adventurer's pack as well.
Those
You notice outside that
noted as being empty.
it is getting
Yeah.
dark.
Fair
It
enough.
is getting dark outside.
I'd like to
I'm
light
an
a
owl, I'm not
torch.
too worried.
Say again.
I'd like to light a torch.
Okay.
Yeah.
You light a torch.
Okay. I'd like to look around this barn for pipes these goats are talking about.
All right. You look around the barn for pipes. Roll investigation.
All right. 11.
11. I mean, you find a steel pipe.
1.
You find a what pipe?
You find a
Steel pipe.
piece of debris, a steel pipe.
Okay.
Doubtful these goats are talking about this, but there's
Yeah,
something.
a bit of a radical call.
Or I should say it's an iron
here.
pipe.
I'm gonna try listening at the ground.
You listen to the ground. Roll a perception check.
Okay. 12.
12. You hear the footsteps of your companions.
Okay. I was wondering if there were pipes beneath or something.
Mm-hmm. I mean, what you're listening to is basically a dirt floor.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, DM, quick clarification. So you said earlier about the doorway portals that you could potentially fashion one out of a new doorway and go to one that you had previously visited.
You can go back to the Dream Delvers,
Yeah, that's a
Build.
ritual though,
That's
and
a
it might take a
ritual.
while.
and it takes
It's
10
10
minutes.
minutes.
10-minute ritual.
Yeah.
It's probably not a.
I mean, if it's getting dark, we could probably come back the next day. But the thing is, yeah, this has been going on for a while. One day might not hurt, but I'm not entirely sure.
Well,
We
if
still haven't
the-
tried. We still haven't tried the
10 minutes.
pond or just randomly killing a goat.
If the villagers
Or
are to
before
be
we try and
believed-
kill a goat, we could just like shear off some of its wool and see what happens to the wool once it's removed from the goat. See if it does anything.
That works as well.
Man, if it turns back
If we
into a
could please
human.
just stop jumping to the murder. Now that we know that these goats are at least capable of speech.
Well, close to speech. But we could go back to the town and get more information like about how many villagers are missing.
Yep.
And maybe some names. And we can also check to see if anyone knows if this is just a goat herder. I mean,
Yeah. We also haven't found like the
Lots of
source of the
questions.
magic of this either.
You haven't.
The thing is, like,
you guys.
we could.
You guys also haven't investigated the pond yet.
Yeah,
Yep.
I listed that off, but we could.
But as it's getting
Should
dark,
we go there? Should we rest, or should we? Because does everyone here have an explorer's kit? Because if so, you have a bedroll.
Yeah.
Then we could just
Why are
like
we
close
resting?
because it's getting dark. We could keep going, but up to you
I'm
guys.
not afraid of the dark.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
I'm
mean,
an owl. I'm
That's
nocturnal,
adventure.
So this isn't really a.
So, DM, if you go back to the Delvers through a doorway, can you come back through said doorway again to the same location, or is it only a one-way trip?
you can go
but it
back.
takes another 10 minutes.
Right.
It's the same doorway technically. Like they share the space.
Shit. Well, I'd much rather just go back to the Delvers and do whatever we have to do there than come back. I lack the ability to see at night, and frankly, with
Yeah,
the
somebody lit a torch.
yes,
You might have torches.
30 feet of light, things can crawl around on the outside of it. I'm not too keen to stay out here in the pitch black when we can simply retreat and then come back in a few hours.
Well, whatever happened to these goats probably happens at night. There's also that possibility.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
true.
start ritual casting
For the door.
or the door.
All right.
Right.
Our mission
I'm a-
was just to find the missing people, right?
Which technically we might have done, but we can't really prove that these
Can
are
we
the
bring a
missing
goat?
people.
If we do that, can we bring a goat back with us to the Delver? There might be people that are like
Yeah,
that know a
but we
bit more
should
about curses.
Roll a
Just bring-
perception check,
let's-
everybody.
Let's
Roll a perception check.
Perception check.
DC 5.
Hey, I finally succeeded on something. Got an 8.
natural one.
11.
All right.
I got a 7.
Well, fortunately, it's a
DC 5,
DC
yeah.
5. So suddenly you
Yeah.
hear loud singing in the distance. Okay, while you guys are in the barn. It grows louder until you see a satyr burst from the trees through the door. Right, you're
Oh.
looking through the door. You see a satyr burst from the trees. A basket of mushroom dangles from his arm. He looks cheerful, with a bushy red beard framing his grinning face. As he prances across the yard, he pats the goats on their heads. Merry are we when the sun goes down, he sings. Merry are we, with a bottle or 3.
Or 2. Yeah.
So how long into this ritual cast am I?
You're about a minute in, I guess.
I'm gonna drop it.
Okay.
All right.
That guy's the guy who's turning people into goats.
Yep.
You don't need to be a
Jump to
genius to
conclusion.
see that.
I take to the air.
I don't know he's here, so I'm not going to do anything.
All right,
I
well,
just look around like, wait,
Yeah.
where are you guys going?
draw the halberd.
Yeah, I guess I'm just going to.
Do you say that out loud, or is it just an expression that you give?
We're just gonna murder him straight
I
up.
put out a challenge
Yeah.
to the satyr. Satyr, state your name and purpose.
Hello there, the satyr cries as he sees you. No need for hostility, friends. As you can see, I'm a lonely bachelor here with a farm full of goats. And we're used to wayward travelers knocking on our doors. As he approaches, holding out his hand. The name is Alios. Why not join me for a drink? I'd love. He pauses, lowering his voice so the goats won't hear.
I don't think that's a good idea.
I love
I didn't.
a bit of
I didn't-
intelligent company. If you
So
catch my drift.
Whoever's around me, Fenrir will, under his breath, say, "Be ready to take him down. This is very clearly what we came here to do."
Gustav will try not to reveal himself to him when everyone else greets him.
I don't know. I'm not greeting anybody.
I will.
I'm going to say.
I
I'm
have
going to
17
say.
charisma. I can try to talk to him at least.
I'm going to say I would love a drink. Could you get me one?
Yeah.
Absolutely, friend. Come over to the pond and we'll drink over there. And he starts walking over to the pond.
I still have my shield on, but I'm gonna walk with him.
I'm like readying detect magic right now down at the once we were near the pond.
Mm-hmm.
I got a light crossbow centered on the satyr's the back of his head from about.
Yeah.
What's my
follow
effective
them at a
range?
distance.
Detect magic reveals that there is definitely some magic being wielded by the satyr.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll call it 300 feet back. That's effective range.
Golly.
300 feet, okay.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
300 feet.
Yeah,
That's
you can-
effective range.
You can shoot
Yeah,
at 300
that's fine.
feet.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk with him. Just act like he's
So-
my friend.
Yeah.
Same.
What brings you around these? What brings you around these parts, my friend?
I'm
Oh, I
hanging
live-
back about 100.
This is my home, as I said before. I'm just a bachelor with a family of goats. And I do like my ale and my keg of beer. If you would like, I have some for everyone.
I think just for me right now would be good. I'd love a strong drink.
Well, and he goes ahead and he pours you some ale.
Okay.
He has a whole keg of beer hidden outside of the house.
Is it by the pond? Or
Does he pour any for himself?
Oh, yes.
okay.
I will approach the satyr and.
Okay. I'm gonna ask.
Sure.
So Alos,
Where did you get all these goats?
I buy them from time to time. Sometimes I breed them. Don't you love goats? I love goats.
Buy them, you say?
Absolutely.
Can I?
Would you care for a goat? I give
I'd
them
like to
as
see if
gifts
he's
sometimes. Okay.
Hmm.
Roll
Insight.
roll
Or-
insight, DC 15.
Okay. 19.
19. Okay. You notice that the crooked way Alos smiles and tightens his shoulders tells you he's lying about something.
Okay.
Can I just say, and I guess this is a deception check because I don't know for sure, but I'm going to say, my friend, we know what you've done with these goats. You have to bring these people back.
Oh, shit.
Ooh.
As I'm
As he
following them discreetly,
as he-
can I look the steer up and down to see if I can see like any pipes or instruments on him?
Mm-hmm.
All right,
I've been friendly to you so far.
Probably got hand pipes.
you look at him up and down, and you don't notice any pipes on him. No.
Okay.
All right. So
does he respond to what I say?
what did you say? I missed it.
I'm just, like, I guess if you want me to do like a deception thing, but the deception I can. But I'm gonna say, like, my friend, we know what you've done with these people. It's time to bring them back. I've been friendly with you so far. Please don't make me change that.
I'm not sure I understand what you mean. Wouldn't you care for a drink? I'm sure we could.
You
Talk
have one
about-
first.
And he starts drinking. He's as he chugs his drink and lets out a wet belch. Okay, he says, "Excuse me. I'm a bit of an animal when I'm having a good time. Oi, I know just the thing to brighten the mood." Alice draws out a set of panpipes from his coat pocket. I play a little of these babies from
No,
for the
immediately
goats.
knock those
I'll
pipes out of his
clap
hand.
my ears with my
Can
hand.
I do like a disarming attack immediately?
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I
Y'all
immediately disarm.
Y'all are so fucked.
I immediately knock
so
those
fucked.
pipes
It's not
out. That
even
is,
funny.
as soon as I see anything like pipes, I'm doing a disarming attack on him.
You're doing an
Yeah, but they start
disarming
getting their
attack?
asses kicked. Fenrir's out. Like,
Yeah, I'm doing a disarming
All right,
attack, and I am
roll-
diving on top of those pipes.
Roll.
I'll be right back.
What?
Roll an attack.
Roll initiative, and then
Oh, everyone
you'll
roll
get a support.
initiative?
Yeah, everybody roll initiative.
That is 15.
Okay.
That
Three.
is
That's a nat 20.
8.
If only you were in 300
13.
feet back.
I don't give a shit. That was a
Yeah.
smart play. Why the fuck would I go up against a caster? I'm level 1.
Fair enough.
I'm back. What happened?
Initiative happened.
Roll
Yeah.
initiative.
Oh boy.
Ogre, what'd you
The
roll?
Yeah,
the satyr
13.
pulled out some panpipers.
15.
15. Otter, what'd you roll?
I roll an 8.
8. Let's see. Kenneth, what'd you roll?
I got a 13.
Camden, what'd you roll?
Nat 20. So I have a 23.
I just see Mr. Jess Sparrow.
Oh, that's me.
right.
I rolled a 15.
All right. What do you go by again?
You can call me Joe.
Joe. Okay.
Like my character is William.
All right.
I don't know how to change that from there. It's my Google account from
What,
like 13 years ago.
and what'd you
Yeah.
roll?
15.
15. Ryan, what'd you get?
3.
All right.
Cleanup crew.
All right, so Camden, you go. You manage to. You're gonna have to disarm the guy. You're gonna go ahead and roll. Roll a hit.
I know
Roll
I'm
the
300
disarm.
feet back with the crossbow.
Oh, okay. Well, how are you gonna
That's where I'm.
disarm him with a crossbow?
I'm not. I didn't say that wasn't me that said disarm.
Oh, okay. I got
That's
you.
me.
All right, you go first
Yeah.
though.
That's our
Tell you the truth, like in like a realistic, like how best to play this out. I'm not in any. I'm in a good position for myself.
Yeah, you see what's
Oh.
going on. You see that there's danger. You're perceiving that there's obviously you see the.
Yeah,
I mean, with your good eyesight,
all of us
apparently.
just tensed up a whole bunch.
All right.
Yeah,
So you have
there.
you have an opportunity to prevent something at this point where you can withhold your attack and.
Yeah, I'll take the attack. It's a little less than a football foot away. See what
Okay.
happens. So I'm above the 80-foot range, so that's gonna be disadvantage for the crossbow. So I'll see what happens. Let's go ahead and roll that attack at disadvantage.
The thing is, we should probably be careful not to kill him.
I'm
Up
aiming
to you
for,
guys, though.
for vitals. All right, so let's see here. I got a 13 to hit.
A 13 to hit. Okay.
Yep, roll 13 and a 15.
You miss.
All right.
You miss, and the rest of you guys see a bolt just kind of fly by.
I'll action surge. Wait, do I? I'm level
No,
1.
that's
I
level
probably don't
2.
have it. Yep. That.
Oh no.
Rest in peace.
Which
Well, I
catches
figured
the
that's how
satyr
this
by
was gonna go.
surprise. He's like, "What the hell's going on?" Right? So I'm just trying to be friends. So
30 feet of movement forward.
all right. You move 30 feet.
Take my full movement 30 feet forward.
Got it. All right. So there's Simos, Joe, and Ogre.
All right. I'm aiming for the panpipes in his hand.
Okay.
21.
21. All right. Disarming action.
Well, no, trying to destroy it.
Oh, okay.
What?
Destroy it. Oh boy.
If you disarm it, I can just grab it too.
10 points of damage to the pan flute.
10 points of damage directly to the pan flute. You're going to need a higher, I would say a DC, if he's holding it, a DC 20. So
You don't want to break
23?
I hit it with a 21.
Oh, with a 21? All right. You take it and you do damage to the pan flute, destroying the pan flute, and all of a sudden, all of the goats spontaneously turn to humans.
Gasp.
Well, all right then.
The
we should
Alos,
probably
Evening,
grab the
folks.
guy. Eldritch Blast and wait, no, I'm not. Go ahead.
Well, let's at least arrest him or something.
Mhm.
Fair.
All right. At that point, let's see, whose turn is it? It's you guys still.
It's
Yeah, you got
still
Simo,
moving.
Joe, right?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah, I'm going to, I guess, try and do like a non-lethal attack. Like I'm going to attack him with my rapier, but I'm going to do like non-lethal.
Mhm.
I don't know how healthy this guy is.
Okay.
Well, does not matter because that is a 9 to hit.
9 to hit, you miss. All right. Who's next? Kenneth.
How far away am I from them? Because I was following shortly behind them, discreetly.
You're
So,
about.
trying to stay
We'll
away.
discreetly. Okay. 15 feet.
15 feet.
Mhm.
All right. Does it seem like he knows where I am?
He's not paying attention to you. He's too busy getting attacked by your friends.
All right. Let's see. I will take the hide action
All right.
to stay hidden,
Okay. You hide.
and that'll be my turn. Can I actually before my turn ends? Can I look around? Are the humans that were sheep? Are they okay?
Yeah, they seem to be very disoriented. A lot of them are kind of like kind of
Spitting grass out of their mouth.
they're spitting grass. They're on all fours and disoriented, and some of them are laying down and sleeping, as if they were sleeping before, and because it was getting dark, right? And yeah, it's all very very clear after the pan flute was destroyed that everything just all of a sudden very clear, just magically turned back into
Yep.
humans all at once.
All right.
Whose
I'll
turn?
just keep
And-
watching from the sidelines, then staying hidden.
Okay, and now we have Otter.
Okay. So for part of the Archfey patron is Fey Presence. I'm gonna use Fey Presence and then an Intimidation.
Okay.
So he has Wisdom saving throw DC 13 or be frightened.
You're going to repeat that one more time.
Warlock.
Mhm.
Pact trait, not pact feature really. Once per short rest, I can cause everyone in a 10-foot cube to make a Wisdom saving throw or become frightened or charmed until the end of my next turn.
Okay, that's everyone, including you, everybody, right? Party included.
Yes,
Yes.
or become frightened.
All right.
What's the range?
10 feet. So the
Yeah.
person who just
I'm not
ran
there.
and the person who's currently across the
You're
field
back.
are on the range.
All right. Roll. Do
Uh,
you need to roll?
That is
No, everybody
he
needs to
rolls
do a
a DC
save.
13
All right.
save.
I got an 8.
The satyr rolls, and he fails.
Okay.
At which point,
Why have you done this?
At which point he flees, right?
Oh, okay.
Can I
I thought someone grappled him.
Yeah, can I grapple as an opportunity attack?
Yes, because he doesn't disengage.
Okay.
He just flees.
Then so that is a 22 athletics.
Okay. You succeed in grappling him.
Why have you done this?
What do you mean? What? I'm just trying to have a good time. He said.
At what
That time
expense?
has passed.
Admittedly, I was trying for something a bit more there. But
All right. Now you
Ah,
haven't
well,
grappled.
no.
He's. I mean, you're
Mhm.
still. There's still a Ryan.
Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna kind of walk up to close the distance if I can.
Mhm.
You put about 5 feet of space between me and this satyr that is now grappled.
Mhm.
And point my crossbow at him. So, well, partner, I mean, it's pretty obvious to everybody here that you've been lying. So I'd appreciate it if you could go ahead and fill us in on what in the world's going on here.
All right. Let's see.
Probably roll intimidation or something, or persuasion.
Any of those
So-
is going to be the same number.
All right.
You want me to roll
So
one of those checks?
as the pipes are broken, you notice on the ground, they seem to echo like this evil shriek. Right. And as everybody just kind of spontaneously turned back into humans, you noticed also that there was kind of like this green glowish hue.
So
All right.
the people are glowing?
Or the
No,
pipes are.
when the pipes broke, I guess I'm describing what happened when the pipes broke. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I
So
probably would have blasted the pipes then. Oh well.
all right. So but now, all right, as the bodies kind of warp and shift back into humans, you guys have apprehended Yannick, and he's kind of I mean, he's like kind of frozen and unresponsive, and insisting that he's just been misunderstood in some way.
Okay.
And so a man in a straw hat comes over to you guys, and I guess at this point the combat is over as long as you're still restraining the satyr. All right.
Yeah.
So a straw man
I
stumbles
still
over
have
to
my
you.
bow out,
I'm still staying hidden.
and I'm off ground still, keeping
Right.
an eye on everything in Overwatch.
So the man in the straw hat stumbles over. I'm Yannick. I'm the owner of this farm, he cries. You saved us.
All part of the job, partner.
Was
I
he
can't
a
believe this this satyr turned you all into goats and then broke your door.
Hold on. Prove it. Prove that you're Yannick.
Yeah.
What does
I'm
your
not
child
really-
look like?
All right. He looks around and he motions over his wife and his little girl.
Okay.
And they come over to him.
Is the little
And
girl playing with a glowing toy?
and he picks up the little girl and kind of hugs her. And he walks over carrying the little girl in his arms. And it's Yannick, the same person
Right.
that described himself as Yannick. And he's got these tears of joy in his eyes.
Okay.
Does the girl match up with the image
Roughly.
roughly? Like how
Roughly.
I
I
mean,
mean,
it was an image of
it's
a
a
baby.
drawing.
It was a
It's-
baby. Yeah. It's a
Yeah,
drawing of a
baby,
baby,
you
and
see-
he's now a
a
child.
young girl.
You see some resemblance from the picture.
Alright.
But he explains that Alice came one day asking for refuge and proceeded to drink all their beer and eat all their food. And then Alice plays his magical pipes at the end of the night. Next thing Yannick knows and his family knows, they couldn't really remember
Goat.
much. Being a goat took away most of their intelligence.
I'd like to tie up the satyr. I have 50 feet of rope.
Yeah,
Okay.
can I knock the satyr out at this point?
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, I guess at this point, he just like it doesn't really attack rolls don't matter. I'm just gonna keep punching him
You,
until he
you
goes
punch him until he
unconscious.
passes out.
Oh,
boy.
Fucking
my
God.
That's
Jesus
so
Christ.
barbarian.
Okay,
Like stranglehold
I'm
or
the
something.
barbarian.
Do the Delvers have like standard operating procedures and strictures that you're supposed
This
to
dude nearly
operate by?
turned me into a goat.
I mean, they think of it as like medieval Boy Scouts.
Fair enough.
So there's a code of honor somewhere.
There's a code of honor somewhere. Yeah.
I didn't
Okay,
guys
so
kill
are-
him.
that's-
I kept him
That's
unconscious.
very you
But-
assaulted a prisoner,
but
a helpless
everybody
prisoner.
but everybody is still individuals and has their own.
Now he's helpless. Now I'm not assaulting him. He was only helpless before because he was restrained. I can't. Did you
No,
expect me to
just
hold, give him a
stop.
hug all night?
Stop talking. Jesus.
It's okay,
Yeah.
William.
I'd like to tie him up.
We don't all come from fancy castles.
Yannick turns to all the people in the yard who are quietly chatting to one another and gathering their things. We've experienced something together that we could never forget or take for granted, he says. But
I'm like,
what we need now is rest. Please stay one more night at my home as your proper selves. There's some food and beer left in our cellar.
Oh, is that extending to us?
Sure.
All right. Just be sure I'm going to Eldritch Blast the pipes again.
You're going to Elders Blast
Uh,
the pipes
yeah.
again? All right. They
What's
They-
left of them?
they disintegrate a little bit more. Yeah.
Okay, yep. Then, yeah, sure. That works.
I'm gonna land and walk over and take everything that the satyr has off of him,
Mhm.
except for his
Wow.
clothes. But I do
oh
check
my god.
to make
Vaulted
sure
murder
that
hobo.
You beat him
Also tied to
unconscious
Tatum.
and
not
you
got
love him.
anything hidden. And I put them in a pile. And actually, we have that empty bag. I'll fly back and get that and put it all in there,
Okay.
just to make sure that he can't pull any tricks.
Yep. Then we're going to head, well, at least deliver him back and, like, stay for a night, I guess.
All
Just
right.
to make sure that nobody turns back into a goat.
I'm not
All
gonna
right.
eat any food or drinks there.
You're done? Okay. Iron rations for you then?
Good eye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interest you in some
I'll
rations
eat the food
then.
and drink. I'll eat the food and drink just to be sure, but
All right. So you guys
Finrir
sleep.
will stay once we take him. We're taking him through the portal, correct? Before the party.
yes, we're taking the satyr through the portal before the party.
I'll stay on the other side with the satyr.
So the party
Are we
sleeps at the
taking them
farm.
back to town or taking them to the Delvers?
The Delvers.
We should turn
Yes,
him
we
over to
sleep.
the people he hurt.
Uh,
Yeah.
No,
we should
such
probably-
barbarity. This man must face the court of law, not mob justice. He deserves a
I
trial.
assume that
Did he
dream-
show
I
this
assume
I mean,
family
the
there's-
justice?
Delvers will at least-
Did he show that little girl justice by turning
There's
her
a-
into a goat?
There is a system of justice in the town.
He didn't kill them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I assume there's.
We
a
turn
system
them
of
over. We
justice
turn
for
them
them.
over to the people he hurt. These should be the ones who decide what happens to him.
There are court systems in the area that are built for this exactly. Now, if you were advocating for
turning
mob
people into
justice,
goats.
please do it after I leave. But I will be damned if I see you let to these savages. You cannot turn over a prisoner to these people. They will rip him limb from limb. He has rights.
Wait a second. Why do you
Why
assume
does-
that they're going to
Yeah.
do something
Why are you
wrong?
assuming that? Why are you treating these people like they're animals? They're not animals. They were because of this
Well,
state.
they were
This
for a
satyr,
moment.
but they're not now. They're not animals.
What's
Don't
going to
treat them
happen
like
when you
animals.
turn him over? Can you
That's
get?
not-
Can you
is-
guarantee that they do not slit his throat, draw and quarter him, or hang him from the nearest tree? Can you guarantee that?
You're welcome
Fellows,
to. You're
fellows,
welcome to.
fellows,
You're welcome to
please.
stay here
That
and defend this
angry.
satyr and ensure he gets things. Me, I'm gonna
Fellows,
hand him over.
this
I'm
this
gonna hand
isn't
him
a
over to
decision
authority.
for us. It's a decision for the higher ups. If they decide that they will not judge him and he should be judged here, then that's their decision, not ours.
Well, normally we don't take things back to the Delvers, since the Delvers aren't well known. and
Yeah.
we kind of like it
Yeah,
that way.
this is a secret society.
But
Fair enough.
I think we need
none of these
visitors.
people seem really upset that they were goats, and no one was hurt other than inconvenienced. So I don't understand why you fear for the satyr's life. But
Very well,
I
very
guess I
well.
am a bird brain. Hmm.
So am I.
No,
Yeah.
do as you wish. Do as you wish.
If it was your family that was turned into animals, would you still be as calm?
Being
Define
angry
animal.
does not
'Cause
override the basic rights that are guaranteed to all of those that live in these lands. This man has a right to see trial. We have no right to supersede local jurisdiction. If I remember correctly, we are here to serve local jurisdiction, not act as arbitrators of the law. I don't
and
know
who
about
do
you, but
think
you don't
we're
look like a
talking
judge.
about? Who do you think we're talking about turning him over to?
To these commoners, there's a judge. There is a court in town.
No, the mayor
Okay.
asked us
Yeah,
to
the
look
So we
mayor
into
can
of
take
these
him back to
people.
the town then.
That's where he's going. He's not being
Okay.
turned over to anyone that doesn't have authority.
Yeah, we're handing him over to the people paying us.
Fair enough.
These people were not paying us. These were the people that were missing.
These are
So
the
not
people that
directly
would
to the
help.
commoners, directly to the mayor.
There we go. That is totally
Yes.
fine.
Okay. I can
So-
agree to
It
that
was
as
all
well.
just a misunderstanding.
It turns out that there was that goat that was in the barn that was locked up was a wealthy bard, and he walks over to the party and gives the party his jewelry, which you guys estimate is worth about 200 gold pieces.
Mm,
Ah.
Oh, wow.
much appreciated.
And
good
he
sir.
feels
Either-
a bit ashamed that he was outsmarted.
I see.
Oh no!
Either-
Please keep my share. No, please keep
I'll
keep
take
your
his
jewelry.
share.
No, you will not take my share. You will not, because it is mine, and I give it back to the person who gave it to me. You will
Okay.
not touch my share.
Mhm.
Are you
And-
really that?
I'm
rude
already
that
wealthy.
You're not going to accept. That's okay. You could give it to somebody that needs it, but he
Does
wants
he
to
not
give
need it?
you a gift. He wants to
He's
give a
giving it
gift,
away.
and you are being disrespectful by not accepting his.
Jesus
gratitude.
Christ, I can't take this anymore. As he
While they're
comes
debating
out
about
of
the
his
jewelry,
hiding
can I fly the
spot.
sitter back to town then?
You do get a lot
Yeah,
of dirty
well-
looks from the commoners there that probably do want to rip him limb from limb.
Oh,
So
wow. What's up?
But yeah. All right, I'll fly him back to town then.
all right, so you guys take him back to town and deliver him to the authorities, the mayor, explaining the situation. And he's very appreciative, and he rewards the party again with. Did he agree to anything? I think it was 100 gold pieces.
Yep.
So you guys get another 100 gold on top of that.
Each
Okay.
or total?
Total.
Total.
Okay. All right.
And let's see. That's the game.
All right.
So
Cool.
appreciate you guys testing this game out. So what do you guys think?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
My pleasure.
The very
Good.
first thing I thought of though was this particular module isn't designed for murder hobos, because if anyone does know that the polymorph spell ends specifically when the character reaches 0 hit points, then the obvious solution here is just to pick one of the goats and kill it, and then you can just ask the person who pops up.
I mean,
Or
it's
you could
certainly
you could just punch it a few times.
it's certainly an option. Although I guess it would be
But-
DM specific as to whether or not there would be
Yeah,
that outcome. So
Yeah.
that was the only thought I
Unfortunately,
had on
In-
that then.
there's a
In-
bit of
in
a
my
risk
case-
to it, because like if it's not like polymorph,
Yep.
they
Yes,
That's
killed
why we didn't
someone,
do it in
and
this
we're
one.
not high leveled enough to have revivify yet.
right.
Yep.
I mean, you could knock somebody down into a 0 HP state and then stabilize.
Yeah, true.
You
Actually, I don't think that works for NPCs. I think that only works for
doesn't.
like player characters. because they got death saving throws, which is basically like plot armor.
So you can't knock an NPC unconscious with unarmed strikes, or do you have to declare non-lethal?
Yeah, you have to declare non-lethal. I think you can even knock somebody unconscious with like a weapon if you declare non-lethal.
Yeah.
At least from what I understand, like
I think
that's what I was doing with my rapier attack. Was like I said it was non-lethal, but I just missed, so it didn't matter.
All right. Another thing, when we're using the D&D Beyond, if you log in and have your character connected to the campaign, when you make a dice roll, it kind of
It shows,
goes
yeah.
on a log.
Mhm.
Yep.
I noticed that some people weren't connected.
Yeah, I was using real die, I
Uh,
think.
so that's something for D&D Beyond.
And that's fine. I already said at the beginning of this game that using D&D Beyond's dice roller is optional. If you want to
Yeah.
use physical dice, you can.
And also, if you you do need to have your character linked to the you do have to have it linked to the campaign. So
Yep.
I cheat. I use that to remember our characters' names.
Yep.
But it's not always necessary depending on the DM. This helps.
Yeah,
Helps
and
the other
I'm
players.
real flexible with that. I don't have I try to treat this as much like a table game as I can,
Yep.
and just try to do everything manually and the hard way, I guess. So but anyway, that's the game, guys. I appreciate you guys playing, and there'll be
Thanks
other
for having
games.
us.
So
We're gonna
Oh,
level up or anything after this?
you guys
Oh.
can get one level after. I mean, you're all level 1, so if you want to get a level for this, you can. If
Sure.
you're going to be playing this game again, you're going to be playing either another character or de-leveling it back to 1, though. So.
Yep.
All right. All right.
You
Yeah,
get
I'm gonna leave
Jack
it.
Funky
leave
Doo
it
at
as
like
is.
level 1, bro.
Is there going to be like the next session of this at some point? Or?
There is another session at 6. So in
No, I mean,
It's 6 Central.
are there more parts to this module that have to be tested? Or
no, this is
just
the
this
only
one?
this is the only one we're testing right now.
Oh yeah.
Within the next 7 days or so. So we're just doing a run of this one module for the next week. All right.
Right.
And if
Okay.
you want to participate again, you can. But I'm gonna try to get a different makeup, different group makeup. All right.
Alrighty.
All right.
Hopefully
Cool.
we entertained the whole 4 people who've been watching us. So.
All
Hey.
right. Appreciate you guys.
Have a good one.